The Syphilis Enigma, Europe's 1495 Deadly Disease Outbreak, Timeline. Part 2. Medical Symbol Chapter 6, Medicine, Morality and Myth, How Science Got It Wrong. In the shadowy crossroads of medicine and morality, syphilis has worn many masks. Early doctors, armed with limited knowledge and burdened by religious beliefs, struggled to explain this strange, devastating disease. Was it divine punishment, a moral failing, or simply an unknown plague? The Renaissance birthed the infamous name French disease, blaming foreign enemies rather than confronting homegrown problems. Medical texts confused syphilis with leprosy and other illnesses, delaying effective understanding. By the 16th century, treatments were brutal and often lethal. Mercury and guaiacum sap, reflecting desperation more than cure. The stigma intensified, labeling victims as sinners and outcasts, sealing syphilis's fate as a disease of shame. Yet modern science reveals a tangled history. Misdiagnoses, cultural biases, and political scapegoating obscured the truth for centuries. As we untangle myths, the real story emerges, a disease shaped as much by society and science as by bacteria. DNA Chapter 7, Genetic Clues Tracing Syphilis's Family Tree. Thanks to advances in genetics, scientists can now peer into the past of Treponema pallidum, the bacterium causing syphilis. By analyzing its DNA, researchers trace the evolutionary roots and migration of this elusive pathogen. Genetic studies reveal that syphilis shares a family with other treponemal diseases like yaws and Buggell, suggesting a complex history of adaptation to different environments and hosts. DNA evidence challenges old theories about syphilis's origin. Was it New World or Old World? Showing a tangled web of strains spreading through trade, war, and exploration. Understanding syphilis's genetic history not only unravels centuries-old mysteries, but also informs modern efforts to combat antibiotic resistance and improve diagnostics. Hospital Chapter 8, Syphilis and Society, The Battle Beyond Medicine. Syphilis didn't just attack bodies, it also shaped societies. For centuries, the disease carried a heavy stigma, affecting how people lived, loved, and sought care. Public health campaigns struggled to balance education with avoiding moral judgment. Syphilis became a symbol of social taboos, complicating prevention efforts. Governments implemented policies ranging from quarantine to mandatory testing, highlighting the tension between public safety and individual rights. The disease influenced art, literature, and law, reflecting society's fears and hopes in facing an invisible enemy. This chapter reveals how syphilis forced humanity to rethink health, privacy, and compassion. Lessons still relevant today. Pill Chapter 9, Modern Medicine and Syphilis, From Penicillin to Progress. The discovery of penicillin revolutionized syphilis treatment, transforming a once-feared disease into a manageable condition. Before antibiotics, therapies were painful, ineffective, and often toxic. With penicillin's introduction in the mid-20th century, syphilis rates dropped dramatically. Medical advances improved diagnosis, treatment, and patient outcomes. Despite progress, syphilis remains a challenge, with periodic resurgences worldwide. Ongoing research focuses on better diagnostics, vaccines, and public health strategies. Shield Chapter 10, Prevention and Awareness, The Frontline Against Syphilis. Preventing syphilis relies on education, awareness, and safe sexual practices. Condoms, regular testing, and open communication reduce transmission risks. Public health campaigns highlight the importance of early detection and treatment, combating stigma and misinformation. Syphilis prevention is not just a medical issue but a social responsibility. Empowering communities with knowledge and resources remains essential. Pill Chapter 11, Treatment Options, How Syphilis is Cured. Syphilis is treatable and curable, especially when diagnosed early. Penicillin remains the most effective antibiotic against all stages. Alternative antibiotics exist for penicillin-allergic patients, but early intervention improves outcomes. Treatment success depends on timely diagnosis and completing the full course of medication. Follow-up testing ensures the infection is fully cleared, preventing complications and transmission. Test Tube Chapter 12, Diagnostic Methods, How Syphilis is Detected. Detecting syphilis early is key for effective treatment. Blood tests like RPR and VDRL are the most common screening tools. Confirmatory tests, including FTA-ABS, identify specific antibodies to syphilis bacteria. Sometimes direct detection from sores via dark field microscopy is used. Regular screening is vital for high-risk groups to catch infection before symptoms appear. Test Tube Chapter 13, Treatment Options, How to Cure Syphilis. Syphilis is curable with the right antibiotics, typically penicillin. Early-stage syphilis responds well to a single injection, while later stages need longer treatment. Follow-up blood tests ensure the infection is cleared. Avoid sexual contact until your doctor confirms you're infection-free. Test Tube Chapter 14, Complications of Untreated Syphilis. If untreated, syphilis can seriously harm your heart, brain, and nerves. Late-stage syphilis may cause paralysis, blindness, or dementia. Pregnant women risk passing syphilis to their babies, leading to severe complications. Timely treatment prevents these serious health issues. Test Tube Chapter 15, Syphilis in Pregnancy. Syphilis in pregnancy is dangerous for both mother and baby. Congenital syphilis can cause miscarriage, stillbirth, or severe newborn illness. Prenatal screening is essential for early detection. Treatment during pregnancy prevents transmission to the baby. Test Tube Chapter 16, Preventing Syphilis, Tips and Strategies. Consistent condom use reduces syphilis risk. Limit the number of sexual partners, and get regular STI screenings. Open communication with partners about sexual health helps prevent infections. Avoid sharing needles or any equipment that breaks skin. Test Tube Chapter 17, Living with Syphilis, Managing Your Health. Follow treatment plans strictly to ensure full recovery. Inform partners so they can get tested and treated. Maintain regular medical checkups to monitor health. Practice safe sex habits to avoid reinfection. Syphilis is a serious disease, but with early diagnosis and proper treatment, it is completely curable. Prevention through safe sexual practices and regular checkups is the key to protecting yourself and others. Being informed and acting responsibly makes all the difference. Remember to subscribe to the channel and leave a comment if you liked the video.